What's up, beautiful people of YouTube? GRC here, finally back with another video for you. I know I was gone for quite some time. I do apologize for that. Some real world, real life stuff sort of took precedent over the YouTube channel, but I'm here now and I want to talk about Emgality. It's another anti-CGRP chronic migraine medication, and I've actually had the write-up done for this video for probably at least 3 months now. I took it at the end of April. And to my subscribers who are probably only subscribed to me for the mouse and tech reviews, I promise more of those are coming as well. I've actually had a bunch of write-ups done for those for, again, probably at least 2 or 3 months. So they are definitely coming next. Stay tuned for those. With that out of the way, let's just get straight into the Emgality review. If you don't know, it's another anti-CGRP calcitonin gene-related peptide chronic migraine drug. It's a monthly injection. Like I said, I took mine at the end of April, and I don't know if this was just an isolated incident. I don't know if it was just me, but for whatever reason, the shots hurt like freaking hell. And I think I have a decent pain tolerance built up because of all the migraines, but these are the most painful shots I've ever had. And I don't know how much of that was a physical component of, the shot just being bigger, the needle being thicker, or if it was mostly just mental because I was so anxious about taking it. My guess it was probably just the anxiety, but let me know if you've tried the drug. I want to know if you thought the shots were painful as well. So the first week taking it, it actually wasn't that bad. I think I was on a bit of a mental high because I had finally conquered Emgality, which I'd kind of made out to be a mountain in my mind. So I was feeling good about, finally taking the shot and manning up and having the courage to do it. I did notice it affecting my head within the first few days, and I initially thought that any change was good change, but I think by the end of the 4 weeks, that ultimately proved to be dead wrong. Into the second week, I really started to struggle, and by the third week, I was just completely worn down. Unfortunately, I think the drug just ended up getting the better of me. Thankfully, by the fourth week, I could start to feel, I could finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, and the drug's effects on my body slowly started to dissipate. Still, it probably wasn't until the 6th week until I really felt like I was back to my old normal self, and the drug was probably mostly, if not completely, out of my system by then. One thing I really want to drive home and make sure other people are aware of is that if you take a monthly injectable drug like Aimovig or Emgality, you're basically committing to taking that drug, even though you're only taking it once, you're committing to taking that drug for at least 3 weeks, because that's most likely how long it's going to affect you. Obviously, different people's bodies metabolize drugs differently, but if it's a monthly drug, you can expect it to last 3 to 4 weeks. And if you have a negative reaction, if things go poorly, there's really not much you can do but wait out the storm. So I'm not trying to be a pessimist here, but if you're like me and you respond negatively to 95% of all the drugs you've tried, I'm not going to tell you don't try it at all. My advice would be just have a plan in case you do have a negative reaction and in case things do go poorly. Whether that be time off from work, whatever, just set aside a couple weeks where you can take it easy on yourself if it does come to that. The drug did seem to be at least somewhat effective. I noticed on Emgality that I wasn't reaching for my abortive medications as much. Unfortunately, that's where the good news ends, and yeah, the side effects and the negatives were just clearly outweighing any positives. The biggest negative actually, again, being digestive. I think it was the same story with Aimovig, if I'm remembering it correctly. And again, this could just be me because I have a very sensitive GI tract and system to begin with. But it really messed up my appetite, and as a result, energy levels. It didn't give me full-blown diarrhea, but it was pretty close. I also take digestive enzymes, which probably help to keep that under control. And the digestive part really didn't seem to get better until the end of the 3rd week. I know I've already touched on this a bit, but I just want to be clear in saying that every migraine patient will react to a drug differently. So just because Aimovig and Emgality didn't work for me, that doesn't mean they won't work for you. It's actually probably the thing I hate the most about this disease. Just because, let's say 50 years from now, if there's ever a chronic migraine or a migraine cure, since every migrainer responds to drugs differently, there's probably never going to be one singular cure. Anyway, the point I want to make with this video is that if you have the option to try Aimovig or Emgality, I'm going to tell you to try Emgality first, because for me, its side effects were much less severe. You know, there's 30 or 40 or probably even more daily, monthly, quarterly preventative migraine drugs out there, but you don't want to try them all because it's time consuming and mentally and physically exhausting. You want to try the ones that are going to give you the best chance of giving you some pain relief and helping you solve your migraine problem. I think in this instance, Emgality is the clear winner over Aimovig. There is also Ajovy, which is in the same ballpark as the other two. You know, it's another anti-CGRP chronic migraine medication. I have not tried it. I don't think I will be trying it. Frankly, it's just not worth it for me anymore. I think Emgality was drug number 16 or around there. It's too exhausting with very little, if any, benefit. So I probably won't try another migraine drug at least until next year, and it definitely won't be a monthly or quarterly injection. It will be a pill because I can't afford to commit to another 3 weeks of misery. It's becoming unbearable, and I'm sure some of my fellow migraineurs, well, I was gonna say hopefully, but I'm sure you guys can relate, but not hopefully. No one really deserves this. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. I'm sorry I got a little depressed there at the end, but I'm sure you guys can relate. Sometimes, you know, it just gets tough with this disease. I promise I will be a little more upbeat in the next video, which I'm not 100% sure what it'll be on yet, but it will definitely be tech related. So if you're interested, stay tuned and subscribe for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.